Sorry.
DJ Daddy Stuff. Hi.
Hi,
Hey guys,
I'm D,
I'm Jay.
and this is DJ Daddy Style.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna do something, well, it's not really different from what we do, but
More relaxed.
more relaxed. Yeah, see, we're on a couch
Yeah,
now.
we're chilled.
We're just kind of hanging out. This is cool. So it's like the living room edition of
Yeah.
DJ Daddy Style. Anyway, I wanted to ask Jordy a couple questions about his kids because we feel it's important. You know, we've talked about being dads. But, we don't talk about, well, we talk about the kids, but I want to focus kind of on the kids today because it's important that we talk about our kids because most of the people that are watching are probably parents themselves and
Yep.
maybe have questions about how we deal with the kids and stuff like that. So,
Or you're my parents and you just want to know what's happening with the kids.
yeah, is that pretty much who we have watching? Your parents, my parents?
And Bob down the street.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, go for it.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, I wanted to ask you about your kids. You have 3 kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Last time I counted.
Okay, and so how old are they now?
They are now 20 months, 3.5, and 5.5.
5.5. Okay, so Annabelle, your oldest.
Yes.
Okay, so she was born 5.5 years ago.
Yes.
And was it pretty smooth, or were there some complications?
Well, yes, there was some complications. She was born with, let me see if I can get this, esophageal contritia. It's probably not that, but it's close.
That's some big words.
Yeah, basically when her esophagus, as it's developing, it wasn't connected. So her esophagus grew up and grew down, but didn't connect in the middle. And also her windpipe connected to it. So in a way, when she ate, it didn't go to her stomach, and it could have gone into her lungs.
Okay.
And they caught that when she was born, brand new. And she also came out blue, which we don't know any details about. The doctors never told us why, but we've always kind of scratched our heads about that. And she wasn't breathing, so that was after many hours of labour. I guess we should do a mum's edition where they can tell the labour stories.
I really think that we should have the moms in here
Yeah.
at some point in time because it would just be cool to have it.
Yeah.
But,
So she was whisked off and 6 days, so put in, tubes and all that kind of stuff, and 6 or 7 days later or something, she went to the Children's Hospital and they did an operation there. We were very lucky and blessed. There was a doctor from another province that had just moved recently to Manitoba, and he could do a keyhole surgery version of that surgery, and the doctor that was doing it otherwise was ancient guy who did it with giant gaping, cuts in her back and stuff, and
great.
yeah, so we were lucky. We got the keyhole surgery, and it went really, really well.
Okay, hey, come on.
Hey, bud.
Come here. All right, so on to the next one.
Yep.
This is JoJo.
Wow, perfect timing. But Annabelle is doing great now. There was no more complications after that, and she's grown up to be big and strong. Right? Are you big and strong? So Annabelle is, she's in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
She does afternoons 5 days a week, and she loves it.
Yeah.
And I'm 5 years old.
And there she was.
Well, that's one thing that I was wondering is because I know that homeschooling is something that you guys have talked about and
Yep.
something that you really wanted to do.
We did. We tried it for a very short amount of time, but Josh was very young. He was like only a few months old.
Mhm.
And no, it was a bit more than a few months. But anyway, it was going well. Like Annabelle and Josiah were learning lots in that time, but Josh was always into everything.
Mm.
And he was having so many naps in the day that it was like Alison would start something and then have to put Josh down to bed. So we weren't getting anywhere. So we didn't want to waste a year of schooling, right? So we put Annabelle into preschool, into kinder, and Josiah into preschool. And he goes 3 afternoons a week too. And they love it, like they're getting tons out of it. But we will be looking back into it again. It's
Okay, so you'll kind of be transitioning back.
We'll
into
see.
that.
We'll see what happens. We have some plans in the future that we're thinking about, but we'll see where we go with the homeschooling and how that ties in. And yeah, all 3 kids had C-sections, or Alison had 3 C-sections. I don't know how personal you want to go, right? Like it isn't super personal, but basically her hips aren't shaped well enough to have delivered a baby, And so if we were having babies 100 or 200 years ago, she probably would have died with baby inside her.
Yeah.
And so that was with the first C-section, and then the second and the third, they just, well, you can't go the first one, you won't be able to go the second and the third unless baby's premature. So, yeah, so we did that route, and that was a little disappointing in some shape and forms, but, you know, it all worked out, and it's all good. We're happy and happy kids, healthy kids. And
yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Josiah. And
Josiah.
He's really liking the preschool, like interacting. Do you see him interacting with the other kids? And
I'm not there. Like when Annabelle was in preschool, I was at home on paternity leave for Josh, and I could drop Annabelle off every day and pick her up. And with Josiah, I'm still working. I'm working when he goes to work, and I sometimes get to pick up Annabelle because she finishes half an hour later. But yeah, no, he loves it. He talks about his friends and stuff, and I think, yeah, next year if he goes back to preschool, he's going into a dedicated 4-year-old program, because at the moment I guess it's 3 and 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
So this is more of a focused, getting ready for kindergarten thing. I don't know how you can get ready for kindergarten, because kindergarten's awesome and fun. Like, you're just going to have super amounts of fun before having fun with more letters, but
yeah.
He's super smart. Josiah loves his numbers. He can count. He can, like, he'll look at, you know, he was counting us. We went out to a restaurant earlier, and there were 6 of us there, and he was counting. He's like, there's 6 of us, and I was like, well, Sam was going to come and join us afterward, and he's like, well, that would make us 7.
Yeah.
And he's so good at just adding and kind of working out numbers and stuff. He's always counting, but
right on.
yeah, I don't know, he's doing great. He loves Paw Patrol. I don't know if you've ever heard of that TV show.
Yeah.
Animal Mechanical, and
yeah.
That's his favourite, and loves trucks and Lego, and
yeah.
Annabelle loves Lego.
And he loves planes too.
He does love planes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's got like 15 different dusty crop hoppers in all different sizes, from like tiny to like, yeah.
So you know what we should have done is we should have just, you know, stuck the camera in front of us when we were opening up and saying, this is a dusty crop hopper with the pontoons on it.
Yeah.
And make millions of dollars doing that. Huh. Might have been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's already been done. But they're just girly toys that she does.
I guess, yeah. Okay, so, and then there were 3.
And then there was 3. Joshua, yeah, I don't know, he's 20 months, he's walking, he's a bit small for his age, I think.
Okay.
So, he kind of makes you feel like he's really little still, like, which is really cool, because you don't want him to grow up, right?
Yeah.
And he's the last one that we're having.
Just putting that out there.
And so yeah, so he's not a big talker. He talks like mumbles and does that, but he's a really great communicator with expressing himself. He can get across almost any point and communicate if he's hungry or tired or thirsty or wants that toy or his sibling took that toy or so we have no issue, even though he doesn't use many words whatsoever. We have no issue kind of working out what's going on. And
every kid develops differently.
oh
right?
yeah, we got no worries.
Yeah, and so, you know, being almost 2, he's probably really showing his personality, isn't he?
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. He's lots of fun. He's lots of fun. He bugs the kids, and the kids bug him a lot. It's fun, right? Seeing
Siblings.
Yeah, siblings, and he also didn't get any teeth for like a really long time.
And his hair was a little thin too, right?
Yeah, he's got a lot of hair now. He had 1 tooth until like 15 months or something. I'm not good with dates. I don't really care about remembering exactly, but for ages, right?
Larry the
And
Cucumber
then-
only has 1 tooth to this day.
Well, then he got like 10 teeth within a month. Like, it was just boom, his whole mouth filled in, so...
That was probably a fun time.
Yes, it was a fun time. So we're good now. We got lots of teeth, and he can enjoy his steak. We were having ribs, pork ribs the other day, and he was just like... So yeah, that's good.
I can see it.
He's doing good.
Right on. Well, you know, it was good to hear about your kids, and you know, maybe we'll do more things in the future, just kind of showing the kids, because you know, in the last few months, it's been kind of about us and being dads, and so we wanted to show you that we actually do have children. Mm-hmm. They're there, but you know, we want to introduce them a little bit more. We want to introduce the wives a little bit more, because we don't want it to be just us talking about us, because it could be easy, especially for me, like, because I don't know if you can tell.
He likes to talk, right?
I like to talk, and so it can be easy for me to just start talking about me and the stuff that I do. But you know, it's important that we bring them into that. So thanks for joining us for Jordy's family.
No worries.
And so we're gonna cut her off there because otherwise I'll just keep on talking. So you might as well just just stop me by saying something very specific.
Something like, he's D?
And he's Jay, and this is DJ Daddy Style.
DJ Daddy Style.